you are reading book, then read it properly with your
Hmm.
loud voice, so you can listen the content, you can get chance to speak also, so that it
Hmm.
can be beneficial. For that, you have to spend a good quality time over that. But
If someone asks, I want to read, what would you suggest? Reading books or reading newspaper?
a person must have to be aware about the environment, that what is going on,
Hmm.
latest, what we call current affairs. Yeah, so can communicate only when you have something to say. If you don't have something to say, then how will you communicate? And
True.
effective communication needs good knowledge as well, and
Have
that's
any question, Karishma?
yes, I want to know how many mistakes I did while speaking.
Speaking for the first time, right?
Right.
Okay. So may I know where are you from?
Actually, I'm from Delhi, born and brought up Delhi, but presently I'm living in Gurgaon from last 4 years, 4 or 5 years. Yes.
Okay. All right. And
Yes.
Karishma, what do you do?
By profession, I'm an advocate, and these days I'm a YouTuber too because I'm posting YouTube
Okay.
videos.
All
Yes.
right. Great. Good to know that. Like, my first question to you is, do you like to read?
No, not at all. I don't know why, but I don't like reading. And you won't believe that people say like you have to read a lot of books if you really want to get fluent in English language. But this is not in my case. I haven't read a single book for learning this language. Instead, I use the method of listening and speaking. I have never read book, but yes, I know the importance of books. And from now onwards, I have started reading books few days ago, from like 2 or 3 months ago. I have started reading few books, good books, and because I know that they gives you knowledge, so that is why I've started recently.
Okay. So, which book are you reading currently?
Atomic Habit, and by James Clear, Psychology of Money,
Uh-huh.
and one more I have read. I don't remember the name. Eat That Frog. Yeah, I have read that also through
Okay.
audio, but through audio. Yes,
Okay. Podcast you are talking about.
podcasts or audios. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That means you do not like to read physical books. E-books is
No,
what you
some
do.
actually, I feel sometimes that I'm wasting my time. Instead of I can go for audio books because the same thing, same content is available through audio. So we can listen audio at the same time. We can do some other work. For example, if I'm walking, so I can
Hmm.
use that audio books. But for reading, I have to give specifically time for particular reading. I cannot do anything else. If I really want to absorb the content of that particular book, if I'm reading like for time pass, that there is no benefit of reading that book. So it's always be better to go with the audio books, I think. The
All
better
right.
option available.
It differs from people to people, it depends upon your choice, your interest.
Yeah.
What you are comfortable with, you can certainly go for that, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes,
So
yes.
this Atomic Habit, apart from this book, have you read any other book?
Not yet. I've
No.
read a few novels from Chetan Bhagat, that is in my teenage. The romantic novel, like Half Girlfriend or something, like two, three more books I have read. I don't remember the names.
Okay. So which is your favorite genre? Like you talked about
Genre? Anything.
love stories or science fiction or
Not
non-fictional.
science fiction, but other
Hmm.
than anything. Like I love any kind of content related, mostly related to romantic. Sometimes,
Okay.
yeah. Or like, what do we call? Mm, suspense book,
Okay. Suspense and thriller kind of books.
thriller kind of books. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So Chetan Bhagat, I guess you loved his book the most, right?
I've read only two or three books, not more than that.
Okay. All right. Oh, all the two and three books of him only, or any other author as well?
Only from Chetan Bhagat. As I told you
Okay.
that I'm not really fond of reading, so that is why.
Okay. So you have read Half Girlfriend and
Two states, yes, two
Two
states,
States.
or one more book. I don't remember name. I don't remember actually name.
So have you watched the movie also based on these books? No?
No, I haven't.
Half Girlfriend you
I
haven't watched
didn't
of
get.
Arjun Kapoor and
No, I haven't get chance to watch these two movies. Because I actually know the story. I knew it somewhere in my mind that okay, this is going to happen. So there is no worth of wasting time. So I don't watch.
Okay, so what do you prefer? Like, if I am to ask you one question, what do you prefer to read books or watch the movies based on those books? Which one is better for you?
Watch movie.
To watch movies. Why so?
Yes,
Movies based on those novels.
yes,
Uh,
movies. I prefer movies. Yeah.
why? Why such choice?
I'm getting lots of messages during the conversation, so that is why it's mute for 3 seconds.
Okay, it's okay, no problem.
Okay.
Okay, so my question is like, why do you prefer to watch the movies based on these books rather than reading books?
Because I told you I don't like reading personally. I feel that it's a sometime it's a like wastage of time. We cannot do any other thing while reading book. If you are reading book, then read it properly with your
Hmm.
loud voice, so you can listen the content. You can get chance to speak also, so that it can
Hmm.
be beneficial. For that, you have to spend a good quality time over that. But if you are listening something, you can do some work. Like if I am in the kitchen, I'm doing
Hmm.
my cooking for the evening. I can hear those books that can be beneficial. At least we will not understand 100%. We'll get
Hmm.
50 or 70% through listening while doing work. Okay, so that is
Okay.
why I considered watching movies or listening audios as compared to reading books. However, I'm not saying that reading book is not good. It is
Hmm.
good. Obviously, books are the good source of knowledge. Actually, you will get good knowledge from the books only, right?
Right.
And also the
Very.
pattern, the writing pattern. Every author, every person has a different writing pattern. So you will learn that through the books only. If you want to good in writing, you must have to go through the books. But otherwise, you see, my main focus is to learn spoken English, not writing. I don't know why I just want I just want myself to be perfect in speaking. So that is
Speaking.
why I considered like watching movies and audiobooks rather than reading books.
All right. Okay. So currently you are reading Atomic Habits. What is it all
Yes.
about? If you need to give us, like, I have not read it. Mhm.
It's an amazing book. You should read it because by after reading book you will get to know that how the small habits can change your life drastically. These are the small habits which can become the part of our life, and they can make our life like they can help us to achieve our future goal. See, if for example, if we start drinking warm glass of water in the morning, like
Mhm.
generally what we do, we follow it for few days and then just leave it, right?
Mhm.
But if we will follow it for a long period of time or for lifelong, then it will surely give a good impact on our health. Like we will not notice within few months, we will feel like that why nothing is happening, but it actually has a great impact if you will do it for a long period of time. So every habit plays an important role in
Mhm.
our life to become more successful or to achieve some goals and to live life in a good manner. This is
Okay. That
quite of a
means
thing.
okay. You mean that consistency is what required. Only by
Consistency, yes,
right.
yes.
Only thinking that I'll follow it and then doing it for a couple of days and then quitting. That will not
There
work.
is no benefit. That will not
Mhm.
work. That won't give you any benefit actually. If you
Right.
want some benefit from that particular habit, you have to follow it for the long run.
Right. Regularity is what you need to maintain.
Yes, yes, right.
Okay. All right. So, if you will suggest others, like if someone asks, I want to read, what would you suggest? Reading books or reading newspaper?
I think reading newspaper is good these days because a person must have to be aware about the environment, that what is going on.
Mm,
Latest, what we call current affairs. Yeah. So we
right.
will, if we will make it habit to read a newspaper, so we'll get to know about the current affairs, and it is good. We should always be aware about the environment, that what is happening around us. Unless we
Right.
know, nobody will, even you will not be able to speak on about any topic. If somebody will talk is talking to you some about any particular topic, and if you have
Mhm.
no idea about that, how will you be able to communicate? This is
Mhm.
also an important thing for good communication. You can communicate only when you have something to say. If you don't have something to say, then how will you communicate? And
True.
effective communication needs good knowledge as well, and that will come from the books as well as from the newspaper. So I prefer newspaper over the
Mhm.
books.
All right. That's great. Okay. So, once you finish this atomic energy, then do you have any plan to read any next book?
I
No.
mean, I did not get time to read even that book. I have finished only 3 to 4 chapters till now. And
Okay.
yeah, that is why I don't think that I'm getting time. So that is why I've installed Spotify in my phone,
Mm,
Spotify and
mm,
Kuku FM. I'm getting those books online, and since the day I get those books online through audiobook, I am
mm,
not running behind reading book. I'm using those audiobooks for my
mhm.
improvement. Yes,
Okay. Well, it's completely fine because if we have got the platforms like these, then why not go for that? Go for that, right?
yes, yes,
Okay, because we need to have full, advantage of the technology.
yes, exactly.
Okay, good one. So, do you have any question, Karishma?
Yes, I want to know how many mistakes I did while speaking.
Yeah,
I
I am
know I
coming.
did.
I am coming to that. All right.
Yes,
So overall, you were good. In fact, very good. It was fantastic talking to you. But then, yes, little bit of mistakes I found. First, your first mistake is I'm writing in the chat box. It is they
okay.
gives. They gives. You have written somewhere. You
They
have
give.
said somewhere. They gives. Yes. So they gives. What is wrong in this sentence? Can you tell me?
We should not use S, they give.
Right. Very good.
Obviously, it's
As
a plural.
right. They is the subject, which is plural in number. So in verb, we do not use as form, right? As form,
Right.
where do we use when it comes to simple present tense?
Singular.
Yes, if there is a singular noun, he, she, or it, there we'll use. Okay, this is the first
Okay.
one. Coming to second one, I have read.
I have read.
Correct, absolutely correct. I have read. See, the spelling wise, all the three forms of verbs are same, right? But the pronunciation changes. Only the
Yes,
V1 we pronounce it as read, and the rest two V2 and V3, that is past
read.
form of verb and past participle form of verb, they'll be pronounced as read. Okay,
Right.
okay. And the last one, mistakes I did.
Mistake. I did. Mistake I did.
Yes, no, it's not about
Mistake.
mistake.
I did.
Actually, I did is the
Mistake.
wrong use. I did is the wrong use.
Why? If
Instead,
I'm talking about my past,
no, it's not. Yeah, even if you're talking about past, instead of did, you should have used made. Mistakes are
oh,
made, not done.
okay. Right, right,
Okay.
right, right.
So next time when you are saying that I
I
made a
made
mistake,
mistake.
yes, I
Okay.
made a mistake, or I have made a mistake in case you are using present perfect tense.
Okay,
Okay,
okay, okay.
but did is not the right use over here.
Okay. Understand.
Okay, that's it. That's it. Like
That's it.
overall, yeah, I can say that only few grammatical errors are there that you can easily overcome once you are aware of the structures. And coming to fluency, you have a good level of fluency. You don't hesitate. You don't fumble. So that's a great sign. And
Okay.
vocabs also you are aware of where to use which vocabulary. That's completely fine.
Okay, that's nice. So the number of my mistakes have been reduced actually day by day.
Yes,
When
happy
I've
New
started
Year
my
too. Mm.
no, when I started my channel, I used to do a lot of grammatical mistake, lots of grammatical mistake in one single video. But now I have seen that yeah, there is visible changes. It's okay to
Do
have
you make?
mistakes. There is no issue with them because see, I already knew it. And what
Mm.
kind of mistakes I am doing, that is the main
I
thing.
am making.
I am making.
Right.
I'm
Right.
yes,
So do
I'm
you
making
prefer, do you make your channel like speak in your channel in Hindi or English?
English.
In English only. All right. So it will help you out. I hope this feedback will help you out in improving
Yes,
your speaking capacity.
yes, surely, surely it is helpful.
Okay, Karishma. So let's end it here. We'll probably meet sometimes some other time also.
Sure, 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 sure.
Okay. Fine. So
Okay.
that's all for today. Bye bye then. Take care. Have a great day ahead.
Same to you, ma'am. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.